members. I'm out on the water today catching a few bass, and I want to take a few minutes to talk about Biz Bates. A month or so back I got a rather generous selection of samples from Brian at Biz Bates. First I'd like to say thank you to Brian for being generous. I appreciate the donation to the cause. I've had a while, several trips to go out and fish with these baits, and I like them. They're all durable, they're all the right size, good colors, and each Biz bait is infused with Biz Bates' own jacked juice, which is a fish attractant and seems to work. The first bait I'll talk about is a killer craw. It's a 4-inch craw type bait. Has a tubular type body, good craws, good claws. It's a meaty bait, makes it durable. Texas rig, Carolina rig, which I don't do a ton of, but definitely could do it. And especially as a jig trailer, if your jig has a keeper, that nice meaty body really holds on to the jig and helps several fish. Good for durability. The next bait is a Flippin Freak. I don't do a ton of flipping, but the little that I have done, this bait has worked admirably. It's a good shape. Comes in good colors. It has a little groove in both sides of the bait, so you can reverse it. And that groove really helps if you use an extra wide gap hook. The hook will lay right in that groove, and you don't really have to texpose it. You know, when you texpose your hook in the top of the bait like that, it rips it, and it reduces the number of times you can use it over and over. That bait has that design seems to help. The next bait is a Crafty Craw. This bait is it's got a little different shape to it and a little different design to the claws. They're still fairly meaty, and like all the Biz Bait craw baits, they're durable. They don't get, bluegill doesn't rip them off, which makes me crazy. But this bait, because of the design of the claw, the plastic at the end is a little thinner, and it moves quicker, and it moves very easy. So whether you're Texas rigging it, and once again Carolina rigging, or even using it as a jig trailer, it provides a different kind of an action. Decent bait. Next bait is he sent me a couple of different ones. He sent me a Sassy Stick, which is a stick type bait, and a Dizzy Diamond, which is a finesse worm. The stick baits are soft but durable, which is a good combination. Whether you're wacky rigging it with a ring or right through the bait, which the ring works better for sure. Very durable, but still has a good action. Nice size, good colors. The other bait is the Dizzy Diamond, which is a finesse type bait, finesse worm. Has a flat bottom. Good colors. Today I'm drop shotting it for smallies, and this is like a green pumpkin gold flake. I dipped the tail, but they're liking this today. I've got a couple of going already. The next bait is a Biz Bug. It's a craw. Might be my favorite of all the ones that Brian sent me. It has a wide profile. Once again, Texas rig, Carolina rig, jig trailer. It has a wide profile. It has that little groove in the top of it for your hook if you use EWG, and it lays on top like that. It also has a place in the claw where you can separate the claw, the two pieces of the claw, which gives it a different action in the water. And I'll show you what I mean. I just take a pair of scissors and I cut it about halfway down, and so now there's two parts to each claw, Adds a little action, a little different kind of action in the water. I used up all the ones he has. He gave me right away. I only have a couple left, and I Texas rig it with a skirt. It's like a Texas rig jig. But that little bait right there has a nice gliding action, and pop it off the bottom and let it glide back down on a tight line, and they pop it. Unfortunately, pike like it too, and a lot of them have disappeared. The last but not least is the Pad Daddy. This is a buzz bait, buzz toad type bait. It's very meaty. It has dynamite action. It has a clear coat, a sprayed clear coat over the plastic, and a couple of eyes on it that are pretty good. And now it rides correctly, upright, virtually all the time. One of the things I like about the legs is if you can move the bait at a speed to keep it on the surface, the legs will kick. A lot of these buzz toad type baits, you have to really reel them pretty quickly to get the legs to work. This particular bait is not like that. It will definitely work at a high speed. It has leaves a nice bubble trail, makes an excellent sound, but you can move it slower and the legs will still have a little kicking action without the bubble trail and without the super loud sound. But it does has an excellent action all the way through the speed range. Once it's on the surface, you can slow it down, speed it up. The bait sinks, so when you slow it down to enough to where or stop it, it'll glide. It's nice. It's a nice bait. This particular one is rigged with a little piece of wire, and I'm a fan of parasite clips to keep the bait from balling up. Pad Daddy, good bait. So once again, that's the Biz Bait selection that I received. Once again, thank you, Brian, and thanks for your time. Have a good day.